How's it going, lads? I'm newclues and welcome back for more of the latest VR news. Today we'll take a look at what is the best VR headset for you, or just the best VR headset in general. With VR rapidly exploding in 2020, there are a lot of VR headsets to choose from. When faced with these different headsets, it gives you much speculation and produces many questions like which one is the best for you. In this video, I'll hopefully give you the answer to these questions. If you enjoy what I do, please consider subscribing or leaving a like. It's just one click and it means a lot to me. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I always read them and I love answering them. And now on with the video. There are really three main types of VR: pcvr, standalone VR, and cardboard VR. There are others which I will also look at as well, but these are the main three. These also put themselves into three categories of price: high-end, mid-range, and budget. First, I'll look at the budget options. With the budget route, you get what you pay for. The Google Cardboard is a way to experience VR with just a phone and a bit of cardboard. This does not give a great experience, but it's fun to show your friends and mess around with it. Or, if you're looking to get into VR, it's a good place to start. This will give really only experiences and no games. Google Cardboards can cost between £5 to £25. The Google Cardboard requires a smartphone, and that is it. Another cheaper alternative is the Gear VR. This costs $129.99 and requires a Galaxy smartphone, so it's not ideal for lots of people, but it is one of the best ways to experience VR with just a phone. It comes with a controller also, which allows proper experience and is way better than the cardboard in so many different ways. It gives a much more immersive experiences than the Google Cardboard and is not a bad budget option. The Gear VR does weigh around 500 grams with a recent Galaxy smartphone in it, which is quite heavy. The Oculus Go is around 420, I think. Now, the last option for the budget range is the Oculus Go. This is supposed to place itself between the Gear VR and the Oculus Quest. And the Go is not really for games again. That said, there are some available, but it's great for watching a film or experiencing beautiful scenery with pretty good graphics for a cheap standalone VR headset. Forgot to mention the Go is standalone, which is a great bonus. The Go for me beats the Gear VR as it costs roughly the same. I've seen places where you can buy for as little as £139, and its capabilities are just a lot better. My top headset for the budget price range is going to be the Oculus Go. Its CPU is a quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 821 and an Ardero 530 GPU, and it gives a really quite good graphics. And with either 32GB or 64GB, you won't run out of storage quickly. The next category we have is mid-range. The mid-range price market is full of great headsets in this list. I've put up my favourites. Mid-range headsets set up from the Go or Gear VR and offer a much better experience. With mid-range, you can expect a reasonable experience with some and a better one with others. The mid-range VR comes in a host of Windows mixed reality headsets. These headsets cost usually around the same price of Rift S and don't give too brilliant of an experience, so I would rule them out and buy a Rift S. It's just simply better. If you want the full-on gaming experience but don't want to spend over £400 for the newer headsets, you can find the original Oculus Rift going for as little as £70 on eBay, as well as the HTC Vive for around £250. But if you do want those crisper graphics or better gameplay, then the Rift S or the Oculus Quest are probably the best in the mid-range. They come in at £399 and both give full access to the Oculus Store. The Quest now with Oculus Link allows full access to the Rift Store if you connect it to a powerful enough computer. The Rift S is perfect for those with a decent gaming PC, as it gives great selection of games with 80Hz refresh rate, 110 degrees of field of view, and a resolution of 1280 by 1440. It is top of my mid-range PCVR headsets in this price range. The next mid-range headset, of course, is the Quest. If you do not have a good enough PC or just want the standalone headset, I can't explain enough. This is perfect for you. With coming in at £399, it does the job incredibly well and is the only standalone VR headset capable of the full-on gaming experience and does that incredibly well. With sideloading, it gives so many more games added on top of the Oculus Quest originals. And the Quest is my top standalone VR headset in the mid-range prices. Finally in the mid-range is the PSVR. The PSVR for me is a love-hate relationship. I like it because of its price, but I hate it because of its absolutely terrible tracking. I don't think it's worth it if you don't have a PS4. I mean, it's so much better value just to buy the Quest. It would cost you more to buy the PSVR and the PS4 than the Quest, and the Quest gives a better experience. If you want more details on this, I made a headset of the PSVR versus the Oculus Quest, so be sure to check that out. And finally, we come on to the high-end headsets. The high-end headsets cost a lot, but if you are looking for good quality, they are the ones you want. This is really where the big guns come in. The high-end headsets may give your wallet PTSD, but the experience given is astounding. These headsets are top-notch and the best of the bunch. I've chosen my top 3 high-end VR headsets. The first one I've chosen is the Valve Index. The Index costs £919 or $999 and comes with a free copy of possibly the best VR game to date, Half-Life Alyx. The Valve Index is a brilliant VR headset that gives access to all of Steam VR. The headset does require a pretty beefy PC, but gives a ridiculous experience. The big thing of the Index is of course the knuckles controllers. They have finger tracking and pressure sensitivity and are just ridiculously great. The Index also has some pretty mad specs. The Index boasts 1440 by 1600 per eye and a refresh rate of 144 Hz, and is far superior to all of others. The next high-end headset is the Pimax Vision 8K Plus. This headset is a way out of the normal consumer's price range, but for some super rich people it may be a great one to grab. Its selling point is the dual 4K displays and the ridiculous 200 degrees field of view. It's absolutely insane. It also has a 120 Hz refresh rate, so I think spec-wise this is probably one of the best. But it does carry a heavy price tag, coming in at £1,399, with the Index knuckles and base stations included. The final headset on the list is the Cosmos Elite. Vive went through a strange phase with the Vive Pro, but the Cosmos Elite is an incredible headset. With 1440 by 1700 per eye, it gives a crisp resolution that beats most others. The refresh rate of 90 Hz is a little less than you would want, but is still very good. With a field of view of 120 degrees, it is up there with the best. It costs £899, but if you buy it now when this video is published, then it comes with a free copy of Half-Life Alyx and free access to Viveport for 6 months, which is a ridiculous deal, with Viveport giving you access to hundreds of brilliant VR games for free. It would usually cost £77 for 6 months. I'll put more details of that in the description if you're looking for that headset. I hope this has helped you or just been interesting to watch. Here are my picks for the winners of each category. For the best phone VR headset is the Gear VR. It's simple, it's well done, it's just a good headset. The winner of the best budget VR headset is the Oculus Go. It's not the greatest game-wise, but it gives good film watching experience and is nice to play with. The best mid-range headset is the Rift S. It is reasonably cheap, coming in at £399. Gives a great experience, tons of brilliant games, and is just very good. Best standalone headset is of course the Quest. It is the only one of its kind with full-on gaming, just great. And finally, the best high-end headset is the Valve Index. I hope you have all enjoyed this video. Tomorrow I'm starting a new series called The Sunday News. Be sure to check that out. It'll be basically the week's VR news, and any new stuff which comes in, I'll be sure to get it out. If you enjoy what I do, please consider subscribing. I've done other content like this, be sure to check that out. Thanks for watching, boys. I'll see you soon for more of the latest VR news. Thanks, lads.